Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you had a great Easter. And I decided I would be quiet to respect the holiday. And so here I am today. I had some issues today uploading a video. Man, I spent an hour and I ended up with problems. And then I had to go get my first COVID shot. So I got my first COVID shot today. So that is what's been going on. And here I am finally making it to try it yet again. I already know what it's going to say because I've already done it 3 times. And I had too many camera problems. I think I'm going to have to gravitate and get myself a nice different setup, a camera or something, because I am really experiencing some issues now. So anyways, let's get on with it. The spread today is going to be about whether or not Meghan has employed herself as a independent contractor, as a escort for elite gentlemen in the industry. It would not be lower than that, I wouldn't think. Those of you that are new to my channel that haven't been following me since day one probably are unaware, that don't know that I am from California. I am from that area and I am very well informed with it. Not only that, but I was involved with it at one point in time. My senior year in high school, I spent my entire senior year at Burbank Studios, basically doing commercials and movies and lots of extra work, and did not spend much time on the high school campus. So anyways, I definitely was at a lot of parties in my early 20s. So I saw and heard quite a bit. Not uncommon for actresses, dating way back to old school actresses even, that they were high-class escorts. It is an open secret in Hollywood. A lot of people are horrified when they hear that. They want to go into automatic denial and get very angry when they hear it, but they did not grow up in the area. They're not aware of the culture. And if you do your homework, you will find out there's a lot of truth to it. So anyway, especially if you're friends with old photographers and people that have been living there for 50 plus years and have worked closely with them. So I do have such friends. So anyways, here we go. I wouldn't be surprised because it is kind of more the norm than not the norm, to be quite frank with you. They get desperate, actresses get desperate, and so do the males. And many of them want to keep their options open by not being locked down with a 9-to-5 job or even waiting tables. So they do it, okay? There you have it. That is a little breakdown of the ugly realities of Hollywood, okay? Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to first ask the pendulum. Did Meghan do escorting for directors, producers, and high elite males in Hollywood? Was Meghan a female high-paying escort? Was Meghan a high-paying escort in Hollywood? In Hollywood, was she an escort? And it's a yes. And this is like my 4th or 5th yes that I've gotten, okay? The other times I didn't get it uploaded, like I said, and I've gotten it also privately without the camera on. So it's a yes, not unusual. She's done it at least once, okay? Anyways, more than likely, way more than that. Previous spread, I did get that she did it because she wanted to leave her options open, like what I stated. Didn't want to be, a lot of times it's because if they have an audition coming up, they want to be able to go. And this opens up the doors for them, and that's why they do it. They want to keep their schedule completely free and clear and have total control over their comings and goings and what's going on, so that they are able to be more free for auditions and getting jobs at the last minute. So I did work with Central Casting in Burbank when I was in the 80s. So I am well aware of a lot of what goes on. Not a stranger. So let's find out. Let's find out, how was it? We know that she did. Let's find out her reasoning behind it. What was Meghan's reasoning for doing it? What was Meghan's reasoning for doing it? Here we go. I'll try and keep it as clean and classy as possible. Here we go. First card, we have, it was a loss. She didn't want to do it. And I got that before too. This is not something that she took lightly. In all honesty, it's not something she really wanted to do. She did not want to do it. And we have here, it was for money. Yeah. It was for money, and it was the Three of Wands in reverse, and because there was not a positive pattern happening in her life. She couldn't get the jobs. There was no positive pattern, and so that's why she did it. And if she felt the emotional loss of not having a positive pattern happening, and so she needed to make some quick cash and some money to support herself, to help her so that it would make it easier, just like I said. The next card we have here, the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is the just do it. Have some courage and just do it. And that's what she did. That is exactly, just do it. Didn't want to think much about it. And she knew it was the wrong path to go down. She wanted to be a celebrity. She wanted to be a star. She knew it was the wrong path, but she felt she had to do it. She did it so she could become a star. Next card we have here, Ace of Pentacles. Yes, back to making quick buck. A quick buck so that she can have some material gains and prosperity, so that she can chase the star dreams, her dream of being a star. And we have here the Five of Wands in reverse. Upright, it is power struggles. She wanted to eliminate the power struggles of a 9-to-5, a waitressing job, things that would get in the way. She didn't want the struggles, any power struggle, to get in the way of her ambitions. And she wanted the world to see her. She wants to be visually seen by everyone. And she did not feel she had any options. She didn't have, her cups weren't filled. There was no choices for her. It's the Seven of Cups in reverse. In the upright, the Seven of Cups is you're overwhelmed by choices. She had no choices. There were no choices being laid on she wasn't being called for auditions. She wasn't being requested by agents or any casting directors. So there were no options. She had no choices. And it made her very emotional. And she decided that she couldn't handle it. So with the Page of Swords, she decided that she wasn't going to tell anyone for sure. And the Page of Swords upright is being very secretive and deceitful, but she obviously didn't keep it too much of a secret. She actually kind of came out with it. She got kind of loose lips with it. Because loose lips get you more clients. So it's looking like she did not keep it too secretive. Within the Hollywood circle, people knew what she was doing. They knew, people around in that industry knew her for doing that, okay? So it did end up becoming part of her pattern of her life, unfortunately, and she was starting to become known for doing that within that circle. Not on a global scale, but a Hollywood scale, yes. And the Temperance in reverse. So that's an imbalance, and it's a realignment, and she could not handle or maintain her moods, and she was not temperate. She couldn't be patient with jobs, and so she felt there was an imbalance of justice probably, and so she wanted to realign things, and to realign things was to sleep with people in order to get the opportunities. So that, in her mind, doing it was kind of balancing the scales. I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do is how I'm going to say that. And she has here the Queen of Wands in reverse. Any queen up in the reverse position is a nasty, nasty queen. And she got very nasty. And with the wands, she was not energetic and cheerful or fearless to do it. And she knew it was not good news, because upright, that's what that means. And she did not feel the positive about it. She didn't have positive feelings about it. She really didn't. And we have here also, she upright, that says here, as you can see, it's kind, gentle, thoughtful, and liked by others. She wasn't being liked in Hollywood. She knew she wasn't being requested. No one really liked her. And quite possibly this can align her with some people, and maybe they would start liking her if she was sleeping with them. And then we have here that it made her very unhappy. Made her very unhappy. And it was a bad move. And rock bottom. It did cause rock bottom emotions, and it did cause self-imposed restrictions. And it did cause the Seven of Wands in reverse. Seven of Wands is upright is you're challenged. It is in reverse. It removed some of the challenges that she was experiencing. So success was happening. It was becoming successful. And the Hangman, she self-sacrificed her body. And the final card here was she was able to heal from a rock bottom of not getting jobs. So yes, that is the spread. Just pull, 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 pull. Yeah, so she didn't want to really do it, but she felt that's her option. When you're surrounded by a bunch of women who are actually doing it, and they do, it is an open secret. Please don't be upset with me for saying that your favorite actress, no way in hell would ever do that. You are probably wrong. Not so much when they're A-listers, no, not quite. But when you get your D-listers and your B-listers and they're struggling, oh yes, they do. They get desperate. Come on, Harry Weinstein. Just go back to Harry Weinstein. Harry Weinstein did not like Meghan. Apparently she did meet him and he wasn't interested in her. I do recall that. He didn't think she was attractive enough. She didn't do it for him, is what I recall getting the wind of. So let's find out, how does Harry feel about it? How does Harry feel about it, and does he know? How does Harry feel about it, and does he know? How does Harry feel? Well, it became a new emotion. It was an emotional thing, and let's see, and struggling. Emotional and struggling. It kind of was a new start and struggling because there's a new reality happening here. And basically, he discussing these parties. The reunion celebrations was wild parties. The wild parties. We know Harry likes his wild parties. And we have here, and it was just looking for greed, quick, fast results. Greed. You could see it right there. She wanted her quick, fast results. She wasn't getting her abundance. She needed fast, quick results so that she could be a working actress and keep her schedule free. And it was a bad choice. The turning point wasn't happening for her. It's the wheel in reverse. Things were not spinning in her favor, so that's why he feels she did it. And basically, it broke him. It has affected him. He does know. My previous spreads, I got that he definitely knows that he has a inner knowing feeling. She is kind of in denial and tries to deflect and deny, but he has this strong inner knowing. And she is in full denial mode and is going to keep deflecting and denying, but he has the inner knowing. So that's basically what this is his inner knowing. And we have here the gaslighting card, and she's lying to him. Yeah, there we go. She lies to him, she gaslights him about the situation. And basically because, they have a child. So she doesn't want him to know, doesn't want the kid to know, doesn't want it to affect the child. And it's fast changes. And we have here, he's just going to be supportive of her, and he is trying to deny it and believe her lies. Even though he has the inner knowing from my previous spread, was the total inner knowing. Consciously and subconsciously, he has an inner knowing. And we have here, he's trying to block it out. He's trying to mentally block it out. That is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So he is trying to mentally just shut it off. Okay, Meghan, I'll believe you didn't do it. I heard the rumors. I just won't believe it. Even though she was pretty scandalous at Soho House. They hung out at Soho House. He's really doing his best to block it all out and be in denial, because that's what she expects of him. If he doesn't fall in line with this, then the devaluation and the abuse becomes more severe. So this is him coping. It's a coping strategy. So we can't be too mad with him, because it's a coping strategy so that he can try and make his marriage work, is what's happening here. And back to the celebrations. It was at the parties. He knows she's a party chick. She's a party girl. She's a hardcore party girl. And she pushed forward with that partying. And there was a delayed gratification, the star in reverse. She could not become a star. She wanted to become a star. So he knows, and she's got to weigh her moods. She's very moody, has a hard time controlling her moods. And the harmony, they just are trying to keep harmony going right now. So he's well known. I'm going to go under the surface, and the hermit, that is going into isolation. He goes into isolation. He thinks about it because he has that inner knowing, and he thinks about it, and he does probably dwell on it. And he does feel that he knows. And so that's very corruption. It's total corruption card in this position. So he knows. He's not too bright, but there are some things where he has some intuitive abilities, and that it was a teamwork. It was a skill teamwork that she ended up getting, basically, working with the team. She probably had someone make the appointments. There might have been someone within the industry that hooked her up. I'm going to go with that next. Was it a madame? Was it a Hollywood madame? Because she wasn't acting alone. Someone introduced her to this individual that got her into it. Was it a female madame, or actually, who was it? Was it a madame? Was it a madame? Heidi Fleiss type, right? You guys remember Heidi Fleiss from what was it, the 90s? She got arrested and went to prison. Yeah, so let's find out. It would be interesting if it was actually Heidi Fleiss, because that could, she may have been old enough for that, the 90s. Yeah, she could have done Heidi Fleiss. So let's find out. Was it Heidi Fleiss? Was it Heidi Fleiss? Was Heidi Fleiss her madame? Was Heidi Fleiss the madame? Was Heidi Fleiss the madame? She got busted. Well, we have here the Five of Cups in reverse. Well, it is moving on. So it's going to be hard to tell unless I get that Nine of Cups. And job. Yeah, getting that job and making money. Getting good news coming in. There's a client that wants to meet you, Meghan, and he's going to pay you X amount of dollars. And, she had to move on from whatever dreams she had temporarily, put them on the back burner, and create this teamwork, this skill, in order to do the job. It became a skill. And the devil here, yeah. And she was weak and blind in order to do it. She had to kind of block her own self out, and she really didn't want to do it. I have gotten that over and over. She really didn't want to go down that road, but she felt she had to. What else do I have here? And it was going to be the King of Pentacles would be paying her, the King of Pentacles. And we have here, and getting that abundance. So yeah, a lot of abundance here. And it basically, she didn't love any of them. It would be a fail. Lovers in reverse. So there was no love there. Probably no kissing either, because they don't kiss. What else? In the center of it, we have here, and basically, they had a good understanding. The Hierophant in reverse is they had a good understanding of what this relationship was, which was a money exchange, no love, and basically, sugar daddy here is going to pay you. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, she did, and she really didn't want to. Let's find out how she feels about trying to change the perception if it leaks out. What will she do if it leaks out? What will they do? I already know, because my other spread I got down this far before. And hopefully it's still filming. Yes, it is. Thank goodness. It really got funky on me earlier, you guys. So how will she handle it if this news breaks and leaks? How will they handle it? How will they handle it? How will Harry and Meghan deal with it if it leaks out? If it leaks out. Here we go. Strength in reverse. So it will make them very emotionally weak. Next one, they will say teamwork, and the teamwork was deny. They're going to deny it. Deny, deflect and deny. Deflect and deny. That weakens them. Next one I'm going to pull here is Emperor in reverse. So the Emperor in reverse is domination and inflexible. So they're going to come out being very aggressive, very dominating, and deny it. That denying and deflection. They're going to try and dominate the situation and deny it. Deny the teamwork. So they're going to do that, and they're going to be very forceful in their denial. And then I have here the four-wall structure, the home card, basically boredom and disconnected, and they're going to feel that they're happy, and how dare you. So they're going to be very aggressive. Don't affect our happiness and our home life here. And they're going to play victim. How dare you? We didn't do it. The Emperor, in reverse with the weakness, teamwork and expansion in reverse. We're at home here. We're trying to be happy. And we're just going to maintain our boundaries because everybody's toxic. You're all toxic here. And we got out of stormy waters, leave us alone. So they're going to probably go into isolation. What I got with my previous spread is they're going to deny, deflect, and then they're going to go into isolation. Anything negative comes out, deny, deflect, leave, get out of stormy waters. But they know with this situation, they can't exactly get out of it because it's in reverse. So they won't exactly be able to shut it down as much as they would like to. So that is the Eight of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Cups upright is abandonment. They cannot abandon this situation. It's just going to hoover her. It's going to hoover her, and it's going to keep coming out and coming out at her, just like the Archie issue. She won't be able to get it to disappear. And this is the dishonesty card and the manipulation card. And they're going to try and manipulate it, manipulate people's perception about the King of Pentacles paying her money, sugar daddies, high-ranking Hollywood men, and getting that quick buck. And they're going to be they're going to be very cautious with themselves and hold back. So they are going to hold back by being quiet. They are going to first lash out, and then they're going to go quiet. And then we have here, they're not going to want to communicate. They're going to want to shut down the communication. The just do it communication is in reverse. So they're not going to want to communicate with anybody. They're just going to tell everyone to, to go lump it, basically. And they're going to just try and shut it down. Basically, they're going to do the don't complain, don't explain, royal protocol is what they're going to end up trying to pull with this card here. So with the Knight of Swords, in the upright is fearless action, but they're very fearful. They're terrified. They don't want it. They're slow-minded, because upright, you're quick-minded. And so they're not going to be able to do that. So they're just not going to communicate whatsoever. And then it's going to actually make them very emotional, especially Harry, very, very emotional. And, Harry, the Queen here, Queen of Swords, Meghan will probably say something nasty. So, and Harry's going to be very emotional. She'll be the one to fight back with her words, but Harry's going to be an emotional mess. And the legacy in reverse, they feel it's going to affect their ability to make money, which it will. People will not want to work with them. They're going to shut them out. Deals are going to fall through. Spotify is going to fall through. Netflix is going to hit the rock bottom. It's all going to start falling apart when all this stuff comes out. And we have here, and it's going to affect Archie. With the Page of Pentacles, it's going to affect. They're going to worry about this here, the child. They're going to worry about how it's going to affect him. And we have here, and the Ace of Swords. They're going to want to talk about it in terms of having victory and triumph over difficulty. They're going to deny, deflect, and then claim victory over difficulty. So that's once again this sort of deluded narcissist mind of complete paranoia and delusion, and that they are winners when they're in fact losers, but they're going to claim victory. So they're going to try and claim victory. Somehow they're just going to try and find some kind of loophole to claim victory. And then we have here, but at the bottom of the deck, they're going to experience loss and illness. Loss and illness, and then in the center of it, they're going to be Page of Wands in reverse. They're going to try and keep it from Archie when he gets older, and they don't have the courage to face it. But with the Page of Wands, it's not good news. It's very, very bad news. Upright Page of Wands is good news coming in. It is very bad news, and it's very bad news for any children that they have. And they know that. It's really going to affect the children down the road. So that is that. Yeah, she did. And try to keep it classy. Don't want it salacious. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye.